It has been a while since I reviewed Pixi makeup here. Well, it has been a while since I reviewed any makeup here, to be honest, but I have had some Pixi beauty bits in my makeup rotation ever since I first tried the brand. I'm not going to lie, a few of their things were a complete miss for me, but others are staples. So let's take a closer look at these three TintFix, the two H2O Veil powders and the Glowy lip oil, and see which category they will fall into. If you're new here, welcome! I'm Dr. Anne, a physician passionate about skincare and well-aging. Although your first thought might be lip tints, at least mine was, the TintFix claim to be more than that. The Pixi Beauty TintFix Multi-Use Tints come in 5 different shades, out of which I have 3, Adore, a tomato red, Love, a fuchsia pink, and Calm, a reddish brown. The other shades are Heavenly, a soft pink, and Soft, a dusty pink. Both shades I just know won't work on my skin, despite being called universally flattering. All are safe to be used on eyes, cheeks and lips, and probably anywhere else where you want to paint yourself. Due to the colors I picked, I haven't tested them extensively on the eyes. Red eyeshadow isn't my style, but they do apply very sheer there even after 3 layers. I could still see the veins on my eyes shine through and probably work best for a very natural look or as base for other colors. Once they are set, they stay until you go in with makeup remover. I've been wearing them when I got caught in the rain and they still were perfectly in place afterwards. On the cheeks, 1 dot is enough for a subtle wash of color, while 2 dots will give you more intense blushing that, especially in the case of the more colorful shades, can be a little hard to blend seamlessly around the edges. Again, Calm was my favorite here as I felt it looked the best on my skin tone. All the colors set pretty fast, which means you should do 1 cheek first and then apply a dot or 2 to the other. I dotted both cheeks first and then proceeded to blend ones, and on the second cheek the initial dots stayed visible ever so slightly. That is a huge benefit though for those of us that still mask as they set and then don't transfer or budge, not even with several hours of mask wearing. The wear time on my skin is around 4 hours, 6 when I set with powder, which is good for a cream-based product on my more oily skin. And when they fade evenly and don't get patchy. Same is true for the application on the lips. Once they set, they stay and don't transfer, but will slowly fade over the course of the next hours. Or when you eat a full meal, they do not survive that. The finish is neither glossy nor matte, but looks natural, and the light layer gives a subtle wash of color, with several layers building up the intensity very well. The red could look a little patchy if I just used a tiny bit, and all of them weren't exactly hydrating, but overall I like them for every day as you can apply them once and then don't have to worry about them smearing over your chin underneath the mask. Been there, done that. Sadly, I don't think the red is the best shade for me, so Calm is the one I reach for the most. I even took it with me when traveling for a quick lip and cheek solution that went with everything and was easy to use. Final verdict: if you like multi-purpose products and prefer your lips and cheeks to last without frequent touch-ups, it is worth checking them out. The Pixi H2O line contains a skin drink face gel I've never tried, their bestseller, the skin tints, which I tried and really disliked, and these skin veil powders. Available in 2 colors, Translucent being great setting powder for me, and Sunkissed, which on my complexion works best as bronzer. I was told, as in I heard it here on YouTube, so I have no idea if that is true, that you can determine how finely milled a powder is by watching it closely when you tap the brush. A heavy powder will fall down and is more likely to kick up. A finely milled one will dust up like a cloud of smoke and won't be noticeable on the skin. Well, these Pixi powders dust up like smoke and never caked on me. When I apply Translucent, even if I had more on the brush than expected, it did take away shine without even a hint of that dreaded cakey powdery look. I dare say it just disappeared into my skin. Beautiful. Depending on the base I was wearing, I felt the need to reapply after 2 hours for very dewy sunscreens or 4 hours for my regular natural finish base. Sunkissed is especially lightweight and matte, which makes it a great bronzing powder for me. I really don't want to sparkle in the sunlight, I leave that to the undead. Like Translucent, it feels hydrating and cooling when applied, and that reminds me of the MAC Magically Cool powders. Is that what they were called? The first launched with the Disney Venomous Villain collection in 2010 and felt amazing on the skin. Sunkissed has quite a warm undertone though, so if you are more on the pinkish skin tone side, it might turn orange, but for my yellow face it works just fine. Final verdict: if you use powders, I know not everyone does, I highly recommend them. I decided to throw the Pixi Glowy lip oil in here because it claims to come in 2 shades, minty and dreamy. I have minty, which at least on my lips has absolutely no color. To be honest, both appear to be clear, so I guess the shade refers to the main essential oil used, lavender in dreamy and mint in minty. I don't really like either in my lip products, and despite being oily, I didn't find minty to be nourishing either. Quite on the contrary, with reapplication my lips felt more dry and a little sore, so this one did not convince. Final verdict: hard pass, especially for that price. Overall though, a few lovely additions to my collection. If there is anything you would like to add, please do so in the comments below. I will link to more videos you might find interesting on the screen and add links to my Instagram blog and Patreon account in the description box. See you soon, bye!